I called a meeting with my family to break the news that I was sick and might not have much time left. My brother and his wife thought it would be a good time to announce their pregnancy and are pissed. My brother and I are close, but his wife and I haven't always gotten along. We've had our fair share of tense moments. I started feeling unwell in the middle of May, but I hesitated to seek medical help due to COVID-19 concerns. When June arrived, I finally went to the doctor and was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. 2 days ago, I gathered my family to share the news that lockdown restrictions have eased. When I informed my brother and his wife, he mentioned that he also had something important to share. Our family assembled, and my brother took the lead, checking in with me before he shared the exciting news that his wife was 4 months pregnant. Everyone was ecstatic, and after an hour or so, the attention turned to me. I realized it might be a while before we all gathered again, so I knew this was my chance to share my news in person. I shared some news with my family, and it had a big impact on my mood. Everyone focused on supporting me, leaving my brother and his wife feeling a bit left out. My brother didn't seem to mind but was quite upset with my news. His wife appeared quite upset too, so I approached her and apologized for the timing. She mentioned that I could have waited and shared the news over Skype as it's only stage 2, allowing my brother and her to have this moment with their family. I let her know that I had planned this meeting specifically for this purpose, but she said she already knew. I was worried that my news would dampen everyone's spirits. When I told her that I wanted to share my news with my family in person because they were my family, she got very upset and started crying. She insisted on going home, and my brother agreed, even though he was confused about the situation. He said he would visit me soon because he lives nearby. That evening, he messaged me accusing me of telling his wife that she's not part of the family and seeking attention. The next day, my parents called to check on me, and my mom said that my brother's wife had called, upset, claiming I couldn't help but feel envious of her pregnancy, and it was starting to affect everyone involved. I decided to come clean to my parents about what happened and what I said. This has caused tension not only between my sister-in-law and me but also between my parents and her. Now she's blaming me for my parents not being her biggest supporters. My brother is caught in the middle, trying to reason with her, but it only leads to more tears and strain in their marriage. All this drama is making me think that I should have just called up everyone rather, or just told my brother that his news had to wait, even though that would have been selfish of me. I really wanted my family's support that day, but I'm starting to rethink whether it was worth all this drama and potentially causing further problems. So Reddit, Ida, edit. Wow, I was surprised by the overwhelming positive feedback I received for something I was nervous about sharing. Thank you all for the amazing support, love, and virtual hugs. I've been reading and continue to read every single comment, and I truly appreciate it. I will most definitely fight through it. Thank you all so much. Just wanted to add a few points. When my brother told me he had some news to share, he was excited and added it as an afterthought. When I mentioned that I had news to share too, he apologized and admitted that if he had known what my news was, he would have waited to share his because my recovery is the most important thing right now. He also admitted that he wrongly assumed that my news would automatically be good. I generally tend to be the cheerful and happy one. His wife didn't like that much either. My brother's wife had a miscarriage earlier this year, so I guess this pregnancy was especially important to them. I'm genuinely happy for them, but I just wish she could realize, as one person mentioned, that this isn't a competition. I don't know why I couldn't break the news to him over the phone. We're close, and I knew it would have devastated him. I wasn't able to pull him aside at the gathering because he arrived last. When he finally showed up, he quickly asked, "Hey, mind if I go first?" I was caught off guard and just said, "Sure." It was pretty silly on my part. It's hard to explain that feeling of being completely frozen, with a lump in your throat that stops you from speaking. Getting the news out there in the first place was quite challenging. Lots of editing and re-editing. There was also another important point that needed clarification. I'm not perfect, but my brother is really important to me. That's why I made sure to talk things out with his wife because I didn't want to cause problems for him by making her angry. So, when I saw that she was upset, I went to talk to her. I wanted to let my family know something important in person because they're my family, and I thought they would want to be there with me when I shared the news. I never meant to exclude anyone, and my brother and parents understand this. Update. Sorry for the delay in updating you all. A lot has happened in the past month since the news came out, and I've been overwhelmed by the support I've received from Reddit. I thought it's only fair to let you all know what's been going on. I wanted to let you know that I've begun treatment, which is why I haven't been able to update you sooner. Thank you for all your kind thoughts. I'm hoping to get back to normal as soon as I can. I also noticed that my brother has been really stressed out, so I finally took the time to sit down and talk to him about it. He shared with me several messages from his wife, in which she accused him of being a bad father for prioritizing me over his family. She claimed that I was attention-seeking and that no one cared about her. What affected me was when she told him to make a final choice. He's in a tough spot because if he chooses me, he'll lose his partner and child. But if he chooses his partner, she doesn't want me around at all. I feel awful, not just for him, but also because I could have stopped all of this from happening. I apologized for putting him in a difficult situation. If I had warned him earlier, he would have understood. My brother told me not to apologize, saying that he should have been more considerate. He also said that his wife would have still been mad at him, regardless of when he received the news. I decided to invite her over for coffee to talk things through. When we had some alone time, I asked her about everything that had been going on. She seemed distant and didn't give much of a response. I started by apologizing for making her feel left out and for not recognizing the significance of her pregnancy. I explained that I should have given them a heads up so we could have avoided the whole situation and that it was my fault. I said I was sorry, but I also told her that the way she reacted and even went as far as lying wasn't okay. She then started crying and talked about how angry she's been. She said that my brother always puts me first, and lately they've been having a tough time. When he took my side, it made her even more upset and lonely. She confessed that she lied to my parents and my brother, hoping they would show her more sympathy. Instead, they were cold to her, which made her even more upset. After talking for hours, she apologized for her behavior. My sister-in-law and I have had some issues, but things are starting to improve. My brother and she have agreed to go to couples therapy, and my parents are staying with me and helping out a lot. They are not completely happy with my sister-in-law yet, but they've promised to work things out. Hopefully, things will continue to improve from now on. None of this would have been possible without the feedback you all gave me, and I'm indebted to that, so thank you. Edit to add. All of you are so kind, honestly. I just wanted to make it clear that I'm not perfect, and I'm not saying that everything that happened is entirely my fault. But for my well-being, I need to let go of the stress and tension from this situation. I don't want my brother and his wife to be upset or hold on to any anger, especially since she's pregnant. I've tried to make things right so that we can all move forward positively and healthily without any hard feelings. I definitely will. My sister-in-law can be stubborn and unreasonable. If I had let her handle things, I'm almost certain it would have turned out way worse than if I had taken the first step. Now I can concentrate on getting better without any stress or negativity. I'm only human, and there have been times when I felt really angry and upset. I wanted to confront someone and tell them off, but I realized that doing that wouldn't make things better for anyone, not for me, the other person, my brother, or my family. It would only make things worse. Recognizing this, I decided to let go of those negative feelings and focus on being positive and taking care of my mental and physical well-being. Last edit. I spent the entire day on Reddit going through every single comment, big or small, and I never realized you could feel so much support from people you've never even met. You're all amazing human beings. Thank you so much for the upvotes, comments, and awards. I'll continue to read every single comment, but this will be my final update. And for those who were wondering, I'm 24. Hey everyone, don't forget to crush that subscribe button on the YouTube channel and ring the bell icon to activate notifications. Thanks a million for tuning in, and I'm super stoked to see you in the next video.